come to get your makeup done? Great, let's get started. First of all, have you got anything on your skin already? Okay, well, let's just start you off with some micellar water. Or is it micellar? I've never known. Someone please tell me. And I'm going to use some really soft, lovely cotton pads just to clean your face. So, just going to soak this with some of the water. Now, it's nice and wet. You can just use this to wipe away anything that's on your face. You can close your eyes if you like. I'm going to start with your forehead. Your temples. And the other side. Your cheeks. And the other one. And your jaw. And finally, your nose. Lovely. So now that that's done, I want to use this Glycolic Cleanser just to wash your skin before we start. So the first thing that I need to do with this is wet your skin. So I've got this damp cloth which I can just use to pat down your skin, make it all damp. Okay, if you close your eyes again, I'm just gonna wipe it over your face. Okay, forehead. Just gonna wipe, over your eyes, your nose, cheek, wipe, on the other side, wipe, and your jaw, wipe. Lovely. So, now that that's done, I'm just going to take a little bit of this just on my fingers and just going to lather it up a little bit just until it's a little bit foamy, like that. So now what I can do is gently massage it into your skin. I'm gonna start on your temples. Just give you a little temple massage in case you got a headache. And then your forehead. Your cheeks. Your chin. And the nose. Perfect. Just wipe off my hands. And then I can wipe off your face. So, I'm just going to use this again to wipe all the cleanser off. Close your eyes for me. Just gonna wipe your forehead and your right cheek, your other cheek, your nose, and your chin. Perfect. So, now that your skin is completely clean, we can start with skincare. First thing that I want to use is this aloe and rose water spray. What it's going to do is just make your skin really hydrated, really glowy. So, I'm going to spray this on your face, so if you could close your eyes for me, please. Perfect. And I just want to tap that in with my fingers, if it's okay. Just want to tap, 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 tap. Just your cheeks, and your nose, and your jaw. Great. So, let that settle in. So the next thing that I want to use for you is some moisturizer. I'm just going to squeeze a little bit on my hand. And it's just going to help. It's just going to help keep your skin nice and smooth and soft. So I'm just going to get it on my fingers so that I can just wipe it onto your face. Okay, I'm going to start with your cheeks. And up your temples, the forehead, down your nose, and then your jaw. Perfect. So I'm just going to wipe what's left into my hands. Keep them soft too. Now the next step in a skincare routine is, I think, the most important one, personally. That's sunscreen. Now I think that you should wear sunscreen whether it's sunny outside or not, because it's the best thing to protect you from damage. And this is a roller, but I'm going to roll it onto my hands and apply it myself just so that I manage to get every little bit of your face. And yes, maybe you did spot that this is kid sunscreen, but when you're as abhorrently pale as I am, you need SPF 50. So, once again, I'm just going to rub that onto my fingers. And I'm just going to tap it into your face. So I'm going to start with your forehead. Ooh, there's a hat. Start with your forehead. Tap, tap, tap. Your temples. And your cheeks. And your chin. Most importantly, the nose always gets burnt. Great. So, that's your skincare done. We can start with the makeup. So I think I want to start with your eyes. So to prep them, I'm going to use a little bit of eyeshadow primer. This is just going to make sure that during the day, your eyeshadow doesn't budge, stays right where it is, doesn't collect in the crease. So I'm just going to put a tiny little bit on my finger, like that. And then I'm going to apply it to each eyelid. So if you could close your eyes for me, please. Thank you. I'm just going to wipe it on both of your eyelids. Be really gentle. Okay, so while that sits and soaks in a little bit, you can help me pick what eyeshadow you want to wear. I've got 2 palettes for you. Here's the first one. This is one of my favourites. It's called Take Me Back to Brazil. Because it has loads of really vibrant colours in it. Here we go. So this is what we're working with. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 32 different colours. And then this black shade to darken them, a cool glitter and a warm glitter. So let me show you some of them, show you how bright they are. Start with the purple. Just gonna put that there. Oh, look at that. And maybe a blue. Put that there. Green. I can barely get in there with my nail. And a red. So, as you can see, all the colours are super bright and really pigmented. I feel like this is a really good palette for like bold looks, summer sort of style. So, that's option 1. Let me just wash my hand off. So option 2 is this Mixed Metals Peach palette. Now this is one of my favourites, and I sat on it a while ago. I broke it, but it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 colours. It's got a few shimmery shades and a few matte shades. So let me show you some of these. Let's start with the middle colour. It's called Certain. Look at that. Oof, it's pretty. And then, how about this one? Crimson. Put that right there. Isn't that nice? And lastly, we'll have this one. Outgoing. Really nice matte orangey peachy colour. So, what do you think? This palette or the other one? Oh, this one? Okay. Good choice. My personal favourite. I'll wash this off again. Great. So what I think I want to do is cover your eyelid with this colour and then blend it out with this one, Polite. Maybe darken the crease a little bit with crimson in your outer corner, and put some glitter, some satin in the middle. So, I'm gonna need my brushes. So here are my brushes. I smashed the jar they used to be in, so I got this one from charity shop. I'm gonna start with this one. Nice fluffy brush. I'm gonna use that to put this colour just all around your brow bone so that it blends out nicely. Okay. You don't need to close your eyes for this if you don't want to, but feel free. It's just gonna go on your brow. And the other side. Perfect. Now, I'm just going to use this colour and just tap it all over your eyelid. Okay? So I'm just going to, if you could close your eyes for this one, I'm just going to tap, 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 tap. The other side, I'm going to tap, 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 tap. Great. So let me just get my sponge. This is just a really sort of coarse sponge, and it's for cleaning the extra pigment off of your brushes. It's really handy. And then when you're finished, you can use the white sponges up here to make sure that it's clean. So now that there's no pigment on my brush, I'm just going to blend those two shades together so it's really nice and smooth. So I'm just going to blend on this eye. Perfect. I'm going to blend on this eye. Great. Okay, it's looking good. So next I wanted to go in with crimson. Just blend that into the outer corners and in the crease a bit. So start on this side. Just gonna blend. I think this makes a really nice, like, warm look. Really suits your colours. Blend on this side. Perfect. Okay. So now I'm going to change my brush. And now I want to use this flat brush for the glitter shape in the middle, which I'm then just gonna swipe on to your eyelids. Close your eyes for me, please. Just gonna swipe one eye. Just gonna swipe, swipe, the other eye. Swipe, 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 swipe. Perfect. Now all that leaves, I think I'm going to steal a few of the shades from the other palette. And with this angle brush, I'm going to take a little bit of this black eyeshadow and just give you a little bit of a wing with it. And because it's eyeshadow, it should blend in really nicely and not be too harsh. So if you could just close your eye for me, please. I'm just gonna do a little wing on one side. And then a wing on this side. Just wing out. Lovely. And the final touch on your eyeshadow, I'm going to use this little tiny brush on the shimmer shade, just to put right in your inner corners, just to make them pop. Make them pop. Beautiful. So, now that your eyeshadow is done, I'll give you some mascara. So this is my favourite waterproof mascara. It's great because I feel like I always end up at the end of the day with black smudges under my eyes unless I use waterproof. The packaging is really nice on this one. As you can see, it's got little bumps on it that look like raindrops. Like this. Water droplets, I guess. So, make sure there's not too much product on the wand. Nice. I'm just gonna wiggle this up your eyelashes. So if you could look up for me, please. Thank you. Just gonna wiggle on this eye. Wiggle. And then your other eye. Just gonna wiggle. And mascara on, so it's fully coated. And I'm also just going to do your bottom lashes just like this. So keep looking up for me. Bottom lash, the other side. Just going to put your bottom lashes on. Lovely. So, that's your eyes all done. And I know it might be a strange order, but I always do eyes before skin, just so that any fallout from the eyeshadow I can just wipe right off before I start doing my skin. And for that, I've got this wonderful brush. It is so big and so fluffy. It's unbelievably soft. I love it so much. I'm just going to use this to wipe away any of the powder that might fall under your eyes. Okay. So look up for me, please. I'm just going to wipe one eye, then under the other eye. Perfect. All gone. Now, I don't think that you need a full face of foundation. You've got really nice skin, and it's good to let it breathe sometimes. So I'm just going to use a bit of concealer under your eyes, and your T-zone. I'm going to use this one. It's from Elf. Not that you would know because it rubbed off a long time ago. I use this a lot. But it's really good. And make sure there's not too much on the brush. And then I just want to dab this under both your eyes and in your T-zone. Yeah. So I'm just gonna dab, dab, dab. Perfect. And I think I'm gonna use this brush just to blend it all out. So, just gonna blend under this eye. Just making sure it's not streaky at all, and that it's nice and smoothly blended in. And the same for this eye. Just gonna blend really lightly, being really gentle with your under eyes, just to make sure it's totally smoothed out. Okay, last of all, T-zone. So I'm just gonna blend up here to this space, and just between your eyebrows, just to give you a nice little highlight there. Great. Now I would just like to set that with a bit of pressed powder. So I'm going to use this pressed powder and my fluffy brush again. This is my favourite part for my skin routine, just because it's so soft. I'm just going to tap that in there, get rid of the excess. I'm just going to press it into the concealer. Just going to press, press, press. The other side, press, press, press. And then on your T-zone, just going to press, 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 press. Perfect. Your skin's looking great. Looks really natural as well, so you can let your real skin shine through. So, with skin done, I want to move on to eyebrows. For that, I'm going to use Brow Blade. Now this is a really nice brow product because it's got on one side a really thin brow pencil, and on this side it's got a little sort of ink pen which makes, I'll show you, these really beautiful fine lines. So faint, looks like real hair, which is useful when you've got pale eyebrows like me. So I'm going to start with the pencil side, just fill in your brows. So I'm going to start here, just fill this in. You've got really nice natural eyebrows, so I'm not going to try and change the shape at all. I'm just going to fill it in a bit. Great, okay, I'm going to do the other side. Just fill that in. Just really accentuate your shape. Perfect. Now that's done, I'm going to go in with this side and just do little flicks to imitate hairs around the outside. So I'm just going to flick, 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 flick. The other side too, I'm going to flick, 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 flick. It's looking great. Alright, so now that I've done your skin, your eyes and your eyebrows, I'm going to give you a little bit of contour. For that, I'm going to use this Hoola powder. I think this was a free sample that I got once, but it's lasted me so long. I'm going to use a slightly smaller, equally fluffy brush, which I'm just going to tap into there and then tap the excess off. And I'm just going to use this to massage little circular shapes onto your cheekbones. Okay? Sit still. Just going to do little circles. Little circles. Just make sure it's totally blended out so it doesn't look unnatural. And I think this one is a really nice shade. It's not too orange, it's not too brown. So I'm just going to do this side. Great. It's looking really nice. I'm just going to also swipe a little bit across the top of your forehead. I'm just going to swipe that there. There's not much left on the brush at the moment, so it's only a little tiny bit. Okay. It's looking great. Okay, so with your face, your eyes, your brows done, what's left now is lips. To prepare them, I want to start with a bit of lip balm. This is rose scented Vaseline. It's also pink, but it does the job just the same. So I'm just going to get a little bit of that on my fingertip. I'm just going to pat it into your lips. So could you just open your mouth a little bit for me so I can reach? Thank you. I'm just going to pat, 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 pat. Great. You could just give it a little thank you. And then, while that's just settling in a bit, I'll let you choose your lip colour. So I've got 3 options for you. These are all colours that I thought would go nicely with your peachy eyeshadow. So I'll show you one by one. This is your first option. It's called Lip Whip by Beauty Bakery in the shade I like to Chai Chai. And this is a matte liquid lipstick, but it's really nice. It's got some good staying power. So let me show you a little bit on the back of my hand. So there's your first colour. So you can see it's a nice sort of pinky, sort of slightly duller pinky shade, which I really like. Okay, for option number 2, this one actually has a primer that you put underneath that makes it stay, but that's just kind of clear like this. And then over the top you put this gloss, which is I think sort of orangey peachy colour. Make sure it's not too much. I'll show you. There we go. So as you can see, this one's a slightly lighter, more orangey shade, and it's also glossy. But I think it's a nice, really nice sort of light spring summer sort of colour. And for your last one, is this NYX lipstick in the shade Free Spirit. I really love these lipsticks because they're really smooth and velvety. Oh, it's actually called Suede. It's suede-y. Let me show you what it looks like. There we go. So, it looks quite similar to this one, doesn't it? Except this one is a bit sort of softer, a bit shinier, and this one is more of a matte. And I think this shade is a tiny bit darker too. So, which colour do you think? I think they're all really nice. I couldn't decide. You want this one? Okay, good choice. Let me just wash these off my hand. Wow, you made the right choice. Look at that. Really sticks. So, let me just apply this for you. Sure, not too much. You could just open your mouth a little bit again. Thank you. Let me just swipe that on. I'll make sure it's really neat. I don't miss anywhere. Such a lovely colour on you. Perfect. And with that, you're all done. You look great. I hope you're excited to go wherever it is that you're going with a new makeup look. And I hope you come back sometime. Have a good day.